Good morning. All thanks go to the Most High for Yahshua HaMashiach for sacrificing so we may receive the Ruach HaKodesh and be seen righteousness through his blood by the Most High. I want to start off first by saying I want you to check out 2 Kings chapter 17 verse 7 through 17. And when you check out these passage and this scripture, you will see exactly what and why this is the only book, and this is just one example, but this is the only book on this earth that tell you do not do the things in which the way of the world are doing things. No other book on this planet tells you not to idol worship more than the Bible do. When you read 2 Kings 7, chapter 17, 7 through 17, you will clearly see that the Most High clearly demonstrate his anger towards these satanic worships and all these things that are going place with idol worship. Now, when you understand what this is, because they put this stuff in movies like Chucky and Annabelle and The Conjuring, this is why when you read the Old Testament, when he went and had his people conquer cities, that he told them not to let anybody live and not to take any of their items, because he understood that when you practice these rituals and you sacrificing humans and sacrificing babies, that you're actually conjuring up demonic spirits. And those demonic spirits attach themselves to humans and inanimate objects. This is the movie Annabelle, the movie Chucky. You remember how the man said the curse and then the sky came and he transferred his soul into the doll? That's why the Most High tell you not to participate in these satanic rituals, because you can conjure up demonic spirits and they will come attached to you and to inanimate objects. And when you come in contact with these things, now when you're not expecting these things, they start to manifest themselves in your life and in your household, and they feed off your fear. That's what they be showing in the movies with Chucky and with Annabelle and with The Conjuring. Is showing you how when these people come in contact with these things and these items that have these spells and demonic spirits over them, that they start to manifest themselves into your life and into your household. You know, he don't want you to participate in these things, because when you study other cultures like the Chamash people and all these different cultures, you always find idol worship and they have some type of ritual sacrifice. You know what I mean? The Chamash people used to sacrifice babies. You have King, how you pronounce his name? King Ahaz. And he sacrificed his child by burying his baby alive. You know what I mean? These are the things that the Most High tell you to stay away from, because when you don't, you practice evil ways and your heart turn wicked and you turn away from the Most High. The Most High only have you doing rituals that he approve of, because they are to forgive for sin. They are to anoint you so that you can be forgiven and be in the presence and be saved. But when you practice these satanic rituals, then you're conjuring up demonic energy also with demonic spirit that will attach themselves to your life. So you have to understand this. Like, this is the only book on planet Earth that tells you do not be like other nations in the world and worship all the other gods, and to basically give yourself up to these rituals. Because everybody who practice these rituals always some type of human sacrifice or baby sacrifice they do. Now, I mean, would you really want to be a part of something where you going to sacrifice your child? Or you going to sacrifice your cousin or somebody in your community? And when you look at history, in American history, you see this with white people doing this to black people, hanging them from trees and all this crazy stuff they used to do, because they were sacrificing people through ritual sacrifice. This is what the Most High tell you to stay away from. This is what Yahshua showed existed when he came. And this is why most people don't accept the Bible, because it went from a physical thing to a spiritual thing. Back then, it's all about physical presence, but the Most High couldn't change your heart. So he had to bring Yahshua to save your soul through spiritual, and then you will get circumcision the heart when you get saved, so you won't have the evil in your heart. So when you look at this book and you say, oh, what's the difference? It is a big difference, because this is the only book that tells you not to participate in ritual sacrifice, because when you do, you always end up sacrificing babies or sacrificing humans. You know what I mean? And you conjure up these spirits, because no matter what you believe in, we are spiritual beings. This is why you have Buddhism. This is why you have your chakras. All that is part of spiritual energy that you can connect into. The difference is that when you do it through the Most High, you do it the correct way. But when you go through it yourself and you do it for yourself and self-confidence and self-improvement and self-empower, now you're actually seeing power from the spiritual world that's not connected to the Most High, and you're going to end up conjuring up demonic energy and feeding demonic spirits with what you're doing. This is why you got to be careful and who you listen to. This is why you have to read the book yourself and know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because all our life we've been told certain things, but we haven't been explained exactly what these things are. You know, so when you get back to the foundation and the roots of why these things are occurring, or why are these people have certain mindsets, you can see the evil because of the ritual sacrifice they participate in. And every culture that participate in the ritual sacrifice always have the evil intentions, because they're conjuring up demonic spirits from the other side. So when you talk, I'm telling you, read 2 Kings chapter 17, 7 through 17, and you will clearly see that the Most High do not approve in any of these things that the outside world do. And that was the problem with Israel, and that's still the problem with the black man and African American man today and women. It's because we want to be like everybody else so bad that we worship what they worship. We do what they do, because we don't believe in ourselves and believe in the book that was written for us by us from our ancestors from way back in the day. You know what I mean? You got to understand that these things are prophecies and prophesied that happen because of the idol worship. This is why we are where we are. You know what I mean? So when you talk about idol worship, and like I say, just go and check into other people's cultures. You will see outside the Bible, everybody else always into some ritual sacrifice with babies or humans. And when you see what the Most High approved of back then, the ritual sacrifice, it was animals, it was birds, it was sheep, it was lambs. He never told them to sacrifice their baby. He never told them to sacrifice one of their people. But he always told them to stay away from the people. And the more evil you was, the more evil you practiced, the more he'll tell you not to leave nobody alive when you conquer their city, not to take any of their things. But Israel consistently kept doing things that brought the wrath of Yahweh on the people. And still to this day, we are ignorant to who we are, because we've been beat down so much. We don't want to understand that this book is insightful, it's accurate, and it's correct on everything it do. Show me one book in this world outside the Bible that tell you do not participate in anything else that is self-improvement. The Bible is the only thing that make you walk through spirit and not in flesh. Every other thing you practice is some type of ritual to have you doing things so you can be self-improved, so you can be better. It have nothing to do with anything or the Most High. It always got something to do with some type of demonic evil ritual. Then you always end up in yourself in ritual sacrifice. These are the things that we are to stay away from. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to get on that point. I ain't want to go too far in it, but you can clearly see, I just want people to understand that this is the only book on the planet that tells you not to sacrifice babies and human beings, and to live correctly and to live by the rules and the commandments of the Most High. You know what I mean? He sent Yahshua HaMashiach so you could see and understand that it's not a physical battle we fighting, but a spiritual battle that we're fighting. You know what I mean? You got to get yourself in line and get your spirit right so you could walk in spirit and not obey the flesh. So I just wanted to say that. You know what I mean? All praise go to Yahshua HaMashiach, you know, for his sacrifice so we may receive the Ruach HaKodesh. And through his blood, we may be seen righteousness by the Most High and be gifted with the gift of salvation and eternal life. So the next thing I'm going to come back and talk about is really the root to what a lot of people don't understand about the Bible. It's going to be a minute, you know what I mean? Because I think it's a lot of misunderstanding because people don't actually read the book. So you got to understand. And once you understand that this book is about the Most High, starting with Abraham, but actually with Seth, Adam and Eve, third son, that he declared was his people. And through their lineages, through their bloodline, he made his covenant with Abraham. And through Abraham, all the nations of the world were supposed to be blessed through Abraham bloodline. We were supposed to be the light of the world, the salt to the world. And through his bloodline, everybody else was supposed to be blessed. Now, I mean, he chose a people. Even though everybody can be saved through faith, especially by believing in Yahshua HaMashiach, but he still have a group of people that he chose. And you can read this all throughout the Bible, that he chose this group of people to be his people, set apart from everybody else. But they was too ignorant and too stupid to learn and to accept anything. That's why when you see they was walking with the Most High, but they wanted a king. And he warned them and they still didn't listen. So that gonna be the next thing I'm gonna get into. I just want to clear the thing up about idol worship and things that we are not supposed to do according to the Bible. That the Most High forbid us to do is participate in ritual sacrifice. Stay away from idol worship because they all come back to ritual sacrifice. And that is nothing but feeding energy into demonic spirits which you will conjure up in your life. That's why they make these movies, The Conjuring. That's why they make the movie, The Exorcist. That's why they make Candyman. He was hung from a tree with beads. That was ritual sacrifice. That's why he came back as an evil demonic spirit, killing people when you call upon his name. It's all ritual sacrifice that is demonic power you're tapping into. So when you don't think that or want to know what you're supposed to be doing, just read the book, man. Just read it. So peace, love, and happiness to everybody out there, man.